How is aggregate demand calculated using C++G+, XM? Imagine trying to figure out the total amount of money spent in an entire economy in a specific time period. That's what aggregate demand shows us. It helps us understand how much people, businesses, and the government are buying overall. To do this, economists use a simple but powerful formula. It adds up for main parts: consumption, investment, government spending, and net exports. First, consumption is the biggest piece. It's all the money households spend on goods and services like food, clothes, or entertainment. How much people spend depends on their disposable income, which is what they have left after taxes. If people feel confident about the economy, they tend to spend more. If interest rates are low, borrowing becomes cheaper, encouraging more spending on big items like cars or appliances. Next is investment. This is what businesses spend on things like new machinery, buildings, or technology. It also includes residential construction, like building new homes. Investment is influenced by interest rates because lower rates make borrowing easier. When businesses expect good future sales, they tend to invest more in expanding their operations. Government spending is the third part. This includes all the money the government spends on public services, infrastructure, defense, and education. It does not include transfer payments like pensions or unemployment benefits because those are just money transferred to people, not spent on goods or services directly. When governments increase spending, it can boost overall demand and help stimulate the economy. Finally, net exports are the value of what a country sells abroad minus what it buys from other countries. If exports are higher than imports, net exports are positive, adding to demand. If imports are higher, net exports are negative, reducing demand. Exchange rates, foreign income levels, and prices influence these numbers. Putting it all together, the formula looks like this. Aggregate demand equals consumption plus investment plus government spending plus net exports. This total shows us how much all sectors of the economy are demanding goods and services at a given price level. When prices fall, demand usually rises because consumers feel wealthier, interest rates drop, and domestic goods become more competitive internationally. Understanding this calculation helps us see how changes in any of these components can shift the entire economy. For example, if the government decides to spend more on infrastructure, aggregate demand shifts to the right, possibly leading to more jobs and higher production. Conversely, if exports drop due to a recession abroad, aggregate demand shifts left, slowing down economic growth. In essence, adding up these four parts gives us a clear picture of the total demand in an economy. It's a key tool for analyzing business cycles and economic health. When aggregate demand increases, the economy tends to grow, and when it decreases, it can lead to a slowdown or recession. This simple formula helps policymakers decide whether to encourage more spending or to cool down an overheated economy.